All right. Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. So today we're going to do a quick training session on Clan War League Mismatch. Um, Mostly I'm going to be focusing on what we consider sniping. To clarify that, in our group, when we use the word sniping, we mean sniping the town hall and also achieving a 50% two-star. You need that 50% percentage to receive the two. I know a lot of people call sniping just the town hall sniping, but in this group, we actually are looking for two. Um, a lot of times, I'm going to show you an example from last Clan War League. Oops, go back. You will see a lot of matches like this, especially if you are a Town Hall 12 or an 11. You'll see a lot of 14s, some 13s, and then down here you've got your 11s and 12s. And they are going to be a variety of rush. Look at this guy. And like some of these bases don't necessarily make a lot of sense. They're not going to be our typical war bases. You're going to see a lot of internet bases. Um, so don't be afraid to just take a quick screenshot and put it into the base bot. Pull it up. It'll show you exactly where those Teslas and everything are going to be. So the idea, once again, we'll just start with a replay while we're chit-chatting. The idea, once again, is going to be we need to get down the town hall, and we need to somehow take down 50% of this stuff. Looks like this is Buckeye here. I'm trying to remember where he started. Everyone has different compositions, but as you'll notice while watching through some of these replays, they are all going to essentially consist of a queen walk or queen charge of some type. Um, I mean, let's be honest, your heroes are just probably the most powerful part of your army. And that E-Drag obviously is doing work. Um, the rage on the E-Drag is a very good use of that. I also personally, I would have thrown a Coco Loon, one balloon out just in case there was a black mine or anything, because he did only bring one E-Dragon. He just got lucky there was no black mines on the outside. Or maybe he scouted the base and I've got no idea what I'm talking about. So here we go. He's dropped his king. He's got his baby dragons scattered around, and he's already getting really close to that 50%. He's at 35. And then he's going to send in his safe blimp and a warden to make sure that the blimp makes it all the way. We can talk about blimp options. Most of us prefer, like I said, what we call a safe blimp. It's going to have sneaky goblins and like two balloons. Some people throw in some other like what do you call them, like bait troops, in case there's like a black mine at the bottom, or like a big bomb. Or so sometimes people throw in a minion and a uh, what are they called, the barbarians, just to set off those traps so that way their sneaky goblins make it. I usually don't. And the idea with that safe limp is that you don't need support. But in these situations, especially with Clan Warling, we don't have second opportunity to hit these bases. We're only hitting them once. So we need to make sure that we bring some sort of spell support, just in case. A freeze, for example, against a sweeper, it would be a good insurance option. Also, I like personally to bring a max earthquake. It does 31%. While we now know that lightnings no longer work on the town hall, earthquakes still do. 31% on a town hall 14. Town hall, especially this look right here, maxed 5. It's got a huge amount of health. 31% is a very good investment for one spell space. So here we got Foxy. She once again is starting with a queen walk. We do have a video that talks a lot more about queen pathing, and it goes into a lot of depth. But the easiest thing to remember with queen pathing is that she sees 9 tiles, and she's going to go for the closest 3 buildings. So see how that air defense is all by itself? There's just not 3 buildings within her sight. So she's just not gonna walk that way. She's gonna walk over down here where all these other buildings are. So Queen's died early. We still don't have our eagle activated. So she's going to be conservative and not start dropping her baby dragons until she gets some value out of the king. And then here we go, mass baby dragons. So eagle is activated. CC got pulled accidentally. It happens sometimes. We obviously don't want to pull the CC. That's one more thing we're not trying to 3-star. We don't have to beat the clan castle troops. Matter of fact, it's better just to avoid them so we can get our 50%. And she's got the town hall down. Warden's still alive. She's crossing 60%. Let's check out her composition real quick before we move on and get there. Hurry up. Yep, this is what I'm talking about. So Foxy is a great example of someone who brings the bait troops. She has 9 barbarians, 1 minion, and the way that these troops are deployed is from lowest to highest. So the barbarians will come out first, and they will set any bombs in the area. The minion will come out, and it will draw any air bombs or mines. Then the Sperlins come out. I don't know, they're invisible for a little bit, so they'll get to work on the town hall. And then she has a loon in there to make sure that the town hall goes down. She also brings lightnings to take down air defenses. She likes to take those down to make sure that her baby dragons get more value. Let's see who's next. Amber uses an army similar to mine, pretty basic, purely just queen charging. We're just going to use our queen. We're going to focus on her. When we drop our rage, we make sure that the healers are within the rage. She brings extra loons. And look at all that value. They took out all of those mines. Your healers are now safe. We're already at 17%. Ideally, when you're sniping, you're clean walking. You want to get like 25, 30 would be great because the baby dragons can pick up all of this stuff on the outside. Pretty. And you want to, and I'm sure that you guys know, but I'll say it out of just an abundance of caution that uh, the baby dragons need space. They need, I think it's like 6 tiles. I can't remember the exact amount, but they need space to make sure that they use their special ability, which is rage, and they can take out those defenses or those buildings. We call it the trash. Take out the trash on the outside relatively quickly. Now let's watch her. I know that it's already really close to the town hall, but she'll activate the warden anyways right before it hits. And we always like to activate that warden right at the end of his aura to make sure that that balloon makes it all the way. You don't want to accidentally miss it, and then a couple of mines show up, and then, the goblins drop in this little black hole here. And if they do drop in that black hole, it's actually not the end of the world. I usually bring a rage and a earthquake with me. So I would drop. So let's say that, I missed it. And I missed the warden. The blimp might not make it. Maybe there's a tornado right here. Let's drop an earthquake. It'll take out 31% of everything, including the walls. Let's drop a rage. And those little goblins will just eat right through it and go straight here because there aren't any other storages around. Right? You've already cleared out everything nearby. So it is the closest storage. We can watch one more Town Hall 12. Trying to think I had a good one. Here we go. Just baby dragons. And he's 2 loons. Okay, that's fine. Everybody has a different composition. Here we go again. And the rage. Healers are in the rage. He's dropping a decent amount of troops, but the Eagle hasn't been activated. The Eagle will activate 200 troops or spell storage space. So as soon as you hit 200, that Eagle goes up. Looks like he's trying to drive in the Queen without a wall breaker, but that's whatever. She's walk over to the right though, because remember that 3, 1, 2, 3. Those are the buildings she can, so she's not going to go in. And that's okay. He's still going to survive. He's going to make it. We have the Eagle activated. We have our baby dragons spaced out appropriately. That way they're all raged. Let's fast forward just a little bit. King's down. Baby dragon still doing work. We're already at 43%, and it doesn't look like a lot of the base is gone. It has gone. So let's watch. He drops his 2 Cocoa Loons, his Warden, and then the Blimp. The Cocoa Loons are obviously to protect the Blimp. He brings a Age for the middle. I like bringing an extra spell. And look, he's got a couple extra baby dragons and an extra spell. And we're already at 60%. Done. Base is done. It's toast. 2 stars is really all we're looking for against Town Hall 14s. Once again, he also, look, 4 barbarians, 2 minions, 9 sneaky goblins. I think like, since the sneaky goblins got nerfed, I haven't actually tested to see what the minimum number is. But in my experience, 6 is the minimum. 9, 9 to 10 is a pretty safe amount to bring. Now I did post a few like basic armies that you can copy, and everyone kind of does them different. Like I said, some people like to zap out those air defenses on the outside, or like one of my favorites is just a pure queen walk. I just like to walk her and try to get as much percentage as I can. I'll show you an example of things going really badly. I messed up today and I misclicked. So I'm going to start my queen walk. And then instead of pressing a baby dragon, because I'm trying to direct my queen, I dropped the blimp. It's embarrassing. All right, trying to direct the queen. I broke open the wall. I'm trying to get her to go into the eagle, right? So I would have normally dropped a baby dragon right there. There it goes. Oh, shit. So I dropped my warden. I pop. So the blimp is protected. And I put down my rage and my earthquake. And I pulled the clan castle troops. And it sucks. You know what? Hall's down. And I'm at 17%. Not the worst thing that's ever happened. I got to deal with these guys. It's really obnoxious. I didn't bring a poison because I wasn't planning on luring the clan castle troops at any point in time. I sent in a baby dragon. It dies anyways. It's, this is just a hot mess. But here we are. So my warden's dead. My queen is dead. What do you do? Well, just start sprinkling stuff out. I put down my king before I put down my baby dragons. And I also put down that P.E.K.K.A. before my baby dragons to try to at least keep them safe, keep the baby dragons safe from archer towers, And at this point in time, I'm just grasping at straws, throwing a rage down on some loons, try to get as much percentage as I can. And somehow I still got it. I don't even know. Just baby, that's just the power of the baby dragon spread out and the garbage buildings on the outside. And, when you're in a lower town hall, like let's say that you're a town hall 9 and you don't have, let's go to Blanche, you don't have blimp ability, we're not going to be reaching for 14s, even rushed 14s, or even necessarily 13s. Those weaponized town halls for these little guys is going to be too much. So when you see that mismatch, let's say you're in Making Legends, and you see that mismatch, and you just leave that 13 for a town hall 10, someone who has a siege machine, because we just can't quite get there. And then while you're scoping out these bases, look for things. This is not a bad example because everything's inside, but look for these buildings on the outside and see how far these defenses can reach. Because why put a baby dragon on that when you can only use two spaces and utilize a minion instead? You know what I mean? So when you're scoping out these, look for these bases, look for these things like right there. I can take out this, maybe not with a ground troop, but I can take it out with a minion. Boom. Little baby minion right there. Little baby minion right there. Baby. And that's one, that's 3% right there that I just snuck out. There's another percentage right here. Nope. But I don't think it'll reach it. But you get my point. Is when you're doing these smaller armies. Here, I'll show you. And I'll just do this real quick. When you're doing these lower town halls, a lot of people have different armies as well. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Um, Everybody uses a different army at town hall. But the idea is that we're gonna look for those little things on the outside and then drive an army into a town hall to secure the two. Let's get something a little heavier. We'll survive. And oh my goodness, at Town Hall 9, the idea, like I said, the idea is just pick off the percentage on the outside and push in. Let's just use this. Let's predict this is a 10. It's obviously not. So this specific army that I use at Town Hall 9 is going to open the core. And then we're going to just drop a couple golems out here to draw the fire. And we're going to funnel. Just funneling 101. I'm just going to start cleaning up. Got one little bomber. Make sure there's no big bombs. And then open it up. We're going to send in the big guy and these two. Hopefully they walk inside. And Volks. At a lower town hall at 8 and 9, they actually do pretty well. Especially once you rage them, they'll just chew right through the walls. And the idea here is that we're just pushing straight in. There's no clan castle troops, but pretend we're. They'll drop that down there for the queen to essentially take out the E-drag or whatever, or the Lapa or whatever was in there. And she's just going to chew through. We get our 2%, and then we're done. I mean, obviously, don't quit. I'm just doing that for expediency because we're on, we're live. But I'm trying to think of what other town halls that we can talk about. While I'm thinking, does anyone have any questions at the moment? We can, I'll take the note. We can talk real quick about the Clan War League strategy. And I know that a lot of you have been with us for a while. And so but for anyone who's new, the strategy or the idea behind our strategy is that we're going to 2-star the 14s up top, right? 14s, probably 13s. A lot of us are going to be either just with a bunch of 12s or a bunch of 11s, and we're going to be outmatched. There's going to be 2 or 3 14s up top, a couple 13s, and hopefully some rushed 12s, 11s. If we get lucky, maybe a 10 or a 9. And so the idea behind this is that these guys, they might just do mirrors. They might not all attack. They might, a lot of these teams aren't as organized as we are. And so we're banking on them mirror hitting and no showing. So the idea is that we are 2-starring their 14s and 13s, and then 3-starring the bottom half. And out of 15 versus 15, that puts us at what? Let's say like half of them are 3-starred. That's 30 stars, 25 stars right there. And then another 2 at the top. That puts us in the 30s and 40s. It's a pretty high number of stars considering, there's 6 town halls that are outmatched us. And if you're not super comfortable doing it, then don't flag the base. Get comfortable, practice. Just ask us. Let your teammates, let some of those lowers. The idea is those lower ones, like let's say that Amber has an 11 and there's some 13s up there, let Amber tag a 13 and then if you're newer and just not super comfortable, then hit an 11 or hit a 12. Hit your same war weight and go for that 3-star because those 3 stars are important. That's the point. Is people are sacrificing and hitting up and getting 2 so everyone else can 3 and we get the most stars and we win. And the more wars, the individual wars that we win, the better because individual wars mean bonuses. Every war that you win, you get 10 extra Clan War League medals or like 10 extra stars. Let's look at the season results. You get 10 extra stars. That's how these guys get so high. I think they won like every single war. They didn't make 311 stars. They got 70 extra stars because every single war is 10. And then we also get extra bonuses. Every war that you win is a bonus. Uh, so that helps as well. If does anybody have a question on the Clan War League strategy? It's okay. I'll take that as a no as well. I don't really have much more to talk about. I guess we can just do a live hit real quick. I think I left a challenge. I did not. I can do a live Town Hall 11 snipe real quick. We'll see how it goes. I don't build my own bases, so I have no idea. Did I even put up the challenge? I have no idea if what's going to happen. Um, like most people, I buy bases. So I've got this cooked. Looks like I have a super wall breaker and a regular wall breaker. I think just maybe I needed like a space filler. And my warden is already on air, so I don't have to worry about adjusting that. Got rages. I have my safety net, my earthquake. Let's just see what happens. I said most of these are going to start with a queen walk. Oh, and I dropped all my lands. Oh well, let's see what happens. And so there's no point in raging her yet. Let's just kind of let her eat through it until she starts taking some heavy damage. The warden does way too much damage. But here we go. We'll drop in one little mini bomber and then a big one. I don't think I dropped my baby dragon in time. She'll probably verge off to the left. That's okay. If you notice, I'm not zooming out yet. I'm just going to stay from the queen. The idea is just really to keep her alive. She needs... Oh, and she's dead. Okay. Ready? We're going to drop our king over here so our healers don't go to waste. This is going really guys. I'm not, I'm going to be kind of conservative with my rage here because I'm probably getting close to activating the eagle. Still going, 22%. Freeze that up. 24. All right, eagle's activated. It's over. Let's start dropping our baby dragons. So I'm just going to sprinkle them kind of out. Keep an eye out for like those stinking air defenses. Obnoxious. Also watch them. Like sometimes they die right before they are able to take out the full amount. And so that's an easy pickup. Normally I would have my cocoa loons, but this is where we're at. So we're going to pop that. I'm going to drop this. It should still make it. I have an extra rage just because I miscalculated everything. There goes the town hall. And we might... Oh, no, we didn't pick it up. I was hoping we were going to pick up a storage. But there we go, 50%. Look at my composition. So purely queen walk. I mean, the wall breakers didn't do anything. All the baby dragons, the king and the P.E.K.K.A. to draw your archers, rages and phrases to manage your queen walk. And then I don't even bring those lure troops anymore. I just bring loons and super minions. They'll survive. They don't all drop at the same time. They kind of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if like 1 or 2 get hit there and they die, it's not the end because I've got 10 of them. It's not just, 8 or 6. So if 1 or 2 dies, it's not the end of the world. All right. Does anyone have any more questions? Do you have questions about movement or um, how the CWL operates when it starts? The double loot wars that we do as well. So you can do regular wars while we're doing CWL. Explain the double loot wars, and then I'll probably leave if no one has any questions, and I'll check the chat. But so double loot wars, we pick a non CWL clan, and we all move there. We send out an announcement and we tag everybody. It's an optional role. I'll show you where to get it real quick. It is in roles. So here's welcome. Oh my gosh. Our clans apply. Oh, those are tickets. Here we go. Important roles. So we go in there, and I'm going to keep it this way just for the video. You pick your own town hall. But here's Clan War League Double Loot Wars. And if you sign up for this, you'll get pinged whenever we do a regular war. You can be in Clan War League and a traditional clan war at the same time. You just have to be in different clans. And you are responsible for moving and showing up on time. But that's why we also have the pings and that'll help you with time management. But that's a fun one. If you have the time and you need the loot, you should jump in there. All right. Just a quick reminder, if you haven't already started moving, all of your rosters will be in CWL rosters below. These blue things are hyperlinks. You can just click that and it will open up your game and open up the clan, and you can just join that way. Does anyone have any questions before I log out? I'll check the training chat, but I think that we might be done. Yep, nope. Nothing in training questions. So if you need to practice, just you feel free to tag any Town Hall 14, like watch that Town Hall 14. Tag these guys and say, I need sniping practice, please. And we'll be more than happy to throw up some FCs wherever you are, come to you, or invite you to the clan. Anything like that. And if you have any questions or if you're feeling overwhelmed or anything during Clan War League, just feel free to reach out to us. We'll definitely help you out, walk you through it. I love sniping practice. I will just spend half an hour with you and watch you practice and get better at it. It's so much fun. And it gives you so much confidence. A 2-star Town 14 as a 12 or a Town Hall 13 as an 11. It's a lot of fun. And I hope that you guys enjoy it as well. Thanks for joining me today.